as Nigeria joins the rest of the world to celebrate the 2021 World Refugee Day, the National Human Rights Commission is calling on the governments at all levels and other duty bearers to give more attention to refugees, internally displaced persons, returnees, migrants, and other persons in vulnerable situations to pave the way for inclusiveness and non-discrimination. The Executive Secretary of the Commission, Tony Ojukwu, says the refugee situation and related human rights and humanitarian issues have escalated in recent times in Nigeria, thereby exposing the victims to the harsh economic realities and poverty amidst high morbidity and mortality. Citing UNHCR statistics of 3.2 million people recently displaced in Nigeria, the NHRC says that the Boko Haram insurgency in the northeast, the farmer-herder clashes, banditry, unknown gunmen, and kidnappings across Nigeria have unfortunately worsened the humanitarian situation in the country. In view of that, joining us on the program today is the head external relations of the UNHCR in Nigeria, Roland Shanbar. He joins us from our Abuja studios. You're welcome.
Good afternoon.
A very good afternoon to you too. Now, it's one thing for regional conflicts to create a refugee situation across country borders, and another when internal conflicts make citizens refugees in their own country. It's a paradox. What is your assessment of the situation in Nigeria?
The situation in Nigeria is similar to the situation around the world, but at the same time it's special. It's similar because around the world we see increasing levels of internal displacement, just as in the northeast of Nigeria. And we see increasing levels of refugees. More and more people were forced to flee in 2020. Globally, this reached a new record. And in Nigeria as well, the number of Cameroonian refugees trickling into the south has reached a new high at 67,000 refugees. Nigeria is special because despite all the challenges it has with security, with the economy, with COVID, it shows great generosity to the refugees. It includes them in the health system, in the schools. They go to school alongside Nigerian boys and girls. And it goes even beyond. We're very pleased that we at the UNHCR, that the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs pledged to include refugees in the National Development Plan. This is a great step that we commend because it's very realistic and will help bring people together, because together we can achieve anything.
I know that safety is paramount for the UNHCR. That is the safety of the refugees. In the case where in the displaced persons in some parts of the country, arrangements are being made for them to return to their communities, what's your impression of these activities?
First of all, it's a desire of many people that are displaced, whether they are displaced into a foreign country or within their own, that they want to go home. This is a strong desire that many people have. Unfortunately, many Nigerians that tried out to return were not so fortunate. They found that the places where they wanted to return to in the northeast were not safe or were not accessible in terms of building a livelihood there. So they often return to the IDP camps, which are obviously not an ideal setting, with their own problems, with their own protection issues, unfortunately. And UNHCR is working on protection, leading on protection for those people, and increasing our work on gender-based violence, especially with safe spaces for survivors inside the camps. But it's still an ongoing challenge. And the first need is to reestablish security and respect for human rights, not only in the camps, but also around them and in larger pockets of the Northeast. But I know the security agencies are aware that we as humanitarians need this to improve the results of our work.
We hope that that's what happens at the end of the day. Thank you so much for coming on News Across Nigeria, Mr. Roland Schonbauer, the Head External Relations of the UNHCR in the country.
Thank you for having UNHCR.